Hi, this is Mrs. Knopf, and today we're going to continue and actually finish our method book on the flute with line 55, B-flat elevator. So this pattern, we always come back to the B-flat, but we are slowly working our way up and expanding our intervals. So we'll talk about that as we go. First thing we always check out, we have our treble clef, and then we have our key signature. We have two flats. The first flat is the B flat. It tells us all B's are flat, whether it's on the third line or way up here above the staff by a line and a space. And then we have an E flat in our key signature. It tells us all E's are flat. And the combination of these two flats and the key signature tells us we are in the key of B flat, hence B flat elevator. Then we have our time signature. We are in 4/4 time. The top number tells us the number of beats per measure. The bottom number tells us the value of the whole note if we had one. So if we had a whole note, it would get 4 beats. Half of a whole is a half, and half of 4 is 2. So the half note gets 2 beats. And half of a half is a quarter, half of 2 is 1. So the quarter notes get 1 beat each. So now we're going to go through, and this is like a variation on your B flat scale. We always start with the B flat, thumb in 1, 1 in pinky, and then we work our way up one note at a time. So B flat to C, back to B flat, skip to the D. In the next measure, B flat, skip to the E flat, then B flat, skip to the F. Come back to B flat, skip to the G, back to the B flat, fast air up to the high A. Then we get to the second line and we have B flat in octaves. We have the third line B flat and then the B flat above the staff. Then we start coming back down. Third line B flat up to the A, B flat up to the G, B flat to the F, B flat, E flat, B flat, D, B flat, C, and on a B flat. So let's talk real quick about intervals. If the note is the same, like B flat on the third line with a B flat on the third line, that would be called unison. So we would consider this first note to be 1. When we go up to the C, that's 1 letter away, that's a 2. So that is a second. When we go from B flat to D and we're skipping the C, that's a third. B flat, C, D. When we go from B flat to E flat, that's a fourth. B flat, C, D, E flat. It's 4 away. When we go up to the F, it's a fifth. B flat, C, D, E flat, F. When we go up to the G, it's a sixth. B flat, C, D, E flat, F, G. When we go up to the A, that's a seventh. B flat, C, D, E flat, F, G, A. That's 7. And then when we go to the octave from the third line B flat to the next B flat, that's 8 away, and we call that an octave. So that's a very watered down explanation. You could get into whether it's a major second or a perfect fourth. I'm just giving you the very basic first, second, third, fourth. I'm going to play through B flat elevator. I have my metronome set at 72 beats per minute. And just keep in mind, you always come back to the B flat, but you're slowly working your way up the scale. Every other note is your scale. And then you come back down. All right, here we go. I hope you can play along. Start each note with a T sound. Here we go. 1, 2, ready. that is it. You can also learn some songs to help you remember what the intervals sound like, but that might be a lesson for another time. I hope this was helpful, and before we move on, I'm going to scroll down because the next page is the fingering chart that has all of the notes that we have learned so far in this book. And it also shows you the outline of the flute and what keys are involved where you might put your fingers. All right, so here is your fingering chart. It shows you where all of the notes are. And then the very last page has some well-known and just famous people that play each instrument that might have some good recordings that you could listen to for a really good sound to emulate. So I hope you have enjoyed these videos. I hope they've been helpful to you, and we'll see you for part 2.